The world is brimming with mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Ancient creations, visible only from the sky, whose meaning remains uncertain. Architectural marvels that raise questions about how they were constructed. Some monuments still spark debates about their purpose and origin. How did they move these massive stones with prehistoric knowledge? Has that wisdom faded over time? Today, we explore the most enigmatic places on our planet. Many of which may conceal fascinating secrets. Durapinar Archaeological Site, Noah's Ark, Turkey. The connection between Mount Ararat and biblical accounts, along with its isolation and extreme climate, has fascinated peoples for decades. According to the Bible, when the floodwaters receded, the ark came to rest on this mountain. In 1959, a Turkish pilot flying over the region spotted an elongated, pointed shape. It measures 150 meters, or 492 feet in length, matching the biblical dimensions of Noah's Ark, which was 300 cubits long. Some believe this could be the ark described in the Bible, yet most archaeologists agree it is a natural formation. Limited access and political conflicts in the area have made research difficult. Giant of Tarapaca, Chile. Located in the Atacama Desert, it is the largest anthropomorphic geoglyph in the world. It is linked to the Aymara and other pre-Columbian cultures, yet its origin and age remains uncertain. According to local legends, it represents a giant warrior, though some believe the rays on its head symbolize a divine being. Another theory suggests it served as a reference point for caravans traveling along trade routes through the desert. Heading north through this arid Chilean region, more engravings can be found. These are the Chicha geoglyphs, featuring human figures, animals, and geometric shapes, created by cultures like the Aymara. They are thought to have been symbols intended for both travelers and the gods. Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. This monumental site is home to the pyramids of Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. For millennia, they have withstood earthquakes and the passage of time, showcasing extraordinary architectural mastery. Herodotus, the Greek historian, described the pyramids as tombs, based on accounts from Egyptian priests of his era. Despite modern theories, there is no consensus on how the Egyptians managed to transport and assemble millions of stone blocks with such precision. It is believed they used straight or spiral ramps to lift the blocks to the required heights. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, the largest of them all, consists of approximately 2.3 million blocks. Its construction is estimated to have taken 20 years, meaning the Egyptians moved and placed around 315 stone blocks each day. Each block, weighing between 2 and 15 tons, would have required a massive workforce. Its alignment with Orion's belt suggests a possible connection to Egyptian religious and astronomical practices. In front of Khafra's pyramid stands the Great Sphinx, a lion-shaped sculpture with a human face. Unlike the pyramids, it was not built from blocks, but carved from a natural rock formation. No ancient records detail its construction, leaving questions about its exact date and purpose. Its human head may depict Pharaoh Khafra, who ruled for 25 years. Stonehenge, United Kingdom. This site consists of a circle of massive stones with horizontal blocks, built around 5,000 years ago. From its origins, It combined burial functions with rituals linked to the sun and ancestral connections. The heaviest stones weigh up to 50 tons and were transported from westwards, roughly 25 kilometers or 15 miles away. How they were moved remains unknown, but theories suggest the use of logs, sleds, or ropes. It is aligned with the summer and winter solstices, likely connected to the observation of celestial events. Moai, Chile. These are colossal statues sculpted by the ancient inhabitants of Easter Island, featuring disproportionately large heads. They are mainly found along the island's coastline, seemingly linked to ancestor worship. Almost all face inland, giving the impression of guarding the villages. Some wear a pukao on top, a red hat associated with social status. Of the nearly 900 moai that exist, about half are located in Rano Raraku, an ancient volcanic crater. This was the production site, where volcanic rock was carved from the crater's walls and slopes. Hundreds of statues remain in various stages of completion, from barely outlined figures in the rock to nearly finished ones that were never transported. They appear to have been abruptly abandoned, possibly due to resource depletion or internal conflicts among clans. Blythe in Talios, United States. These enormous figures are etched into the desert landscape by clearing the dark surface layer of the ground. They depict humans and animals, created by indigenous peoples roughly 1,000 years ago. While partially visible from the ground, their full design can only be truly appreciated from the air. Their purpose remains uncertain, but they are believed to represent gods or mythical beings, possibly playing a role in ceremonies related to creation or fertility. Nazca Lines, Peru. Animal figures, geometric shapes, and symbolic designs stretch across the Nazca Desert. The Nazca culture created them around 1,500 years ago, yet their exact purpose remains a mystery. They can only be seen from above. Theories suggest that they may have served as a calendar, been used in religious rituals, or functioned as ceremonial pathways. One particularly enigmatic figure is the astronaut, depicted with a raised hand and prominent eyes, possibly a spiritual leader or a message to the gods. On a sandy hillside near the Nazca Lines, along Peru's southern coast, this massive symbol stands. It is linked to the Paracas culture, though no definitive evidence confirms its origin or age. Some believe it served as a landmark for ancient seafarers navigating the Pacific coast. Palpa geoglyphs, Peru. Some of these carvings are linked to the Nazca, but most were created by the ancient Paracas and Tapara cultures. Unlike the Nazca lines, they were etched onto hillsides, making them easier to see. Human figures with distinct facial expressions and postures can be observed. This group, known as the family, features beings with large eyes, along with animals and possible mythical entities. One particular figure is believed to be an orca, often depicted with human-like arms and mythical elements by the region's ancient inhabitants. Sacsayhuaman, Peru. Located near Cusco, this site is a temple or fortress built by the Incas in the 15th century. Its elevated position and massive walls suggest a potential defensive role. Enormous stone blocks, some weighing up to 120 tons, were carved, fitted together, and transported from a quarry about 20 kilometers or 12 miles away. How the Incas achieved such precision without modern tools remains unknown, though it likely required thousands of workers. Sacsayhuaman structures have endured centuries and earthquakes, displaying a resilience greater than many modern buildings. Inca craftsmanship is also evident in a masterpiece of their stonework, the 12-angled stone, located in Cusco's historic center. It features 12 visible angles that seamlessly fit into 12 adjacent stones, all irregularly shaped, yet perfectly aligned. Chand Bauri, India. Built 1,200 years ago, this stepwell takes the shape of an inverted pyramid. Thousands of steps are arranged in a mesmerizing geometric pattern. Its construction is attributed to King Chanda of the Nikumba dynasty, though no detailed records exist on how it was built or the techniques used. Designed to store water, some debate whether it also served a ritual purpose, inspired by the almost hypnotic effects of its steps. Aramu Muru Portal, Peru. A broad rectangular facade carved directly into solid rock. It has been interpreted as a pre-Inca or Inca ceremonial site, linked to spiritual and cosmic rituals. According to legend, an Inca priest used it to escape from the Spanish conquerors, employing a golden disc to open the portal. Tigray churches, Ethiopia. In this Ethiopian region, a series of mysterious churches have been carved into the mountains. For centuries, Ethiopia faced invasions from foreign forces, including Islamic and European armies. To safeguard them from looting and destruction, religious communities chose to build these churches in nearly inaccessible locations. Remarkably, Abuna Yamata stands perched on the cliffside. It is considered the most unreachable church in the world. Founded in the 15th century by Abuna Yamata, one of the 9 saints who introduced Christianity to Ethiopia. Reaching it requires a trek along narrow pathways beside a steep precipice. The church's walls and ceiling display 15th century paintings, depicting biblical scenes and portraits of saints. Near the site, the tombs of several saints and monks can be found. Lalibela Churches, Ethiopia. These churches were carved into solid rock during the reign of King Lalibela, intended to create a new Jerusalem. Legend says the king received divine instructions in a dream to build them as a symbol of faith and devotion. Once the exterior shape was defined, artisans began excavating the interiors, creating rooms, columns, arches, and other architectural elements. The churches are arranged to replicate Jerusalem's sacred landscapes, with tunnels and underground passages connecting them. Church of the Ark of the Covenant, Ethiopia. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church claims this temple in Aksum houses the Ark of the Covenant, along with the Ten Commandments tablets. According to legend, the Queen of Sheba traveled from Aksum to Jerusalem to meet King Solomon, drawn by his wisdom. Upon returning to her homeland, she gave birth to a son, Menelik I, who would become Ethiopia's first emperor. When Menelik reached adulthood, he journeyed to Jerusalem to meet his father, King Solomon. On his return to Ethiopia, the priests accompanying him secretly stole the Ark of the Covenant from Solomon's temple. It is said the Ark was brought to Aksum, where it has remained ever since, guarded in the Church of St. Mary of Zion. No one is allowed to see the Ark except the high priest, who appoints a successor on his deathbed. Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. At around 12,000 years old, it is recognized as one of the oldest stone complexes in the world. Once considered humanity's first temple, recent studies suggest it may have also had domestic uses. The site consisted of multiple circles, each with two larger pillars at the center and smaller ones surrounding them.